Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video, y'all. Today's video I'm like a little bit nervous to do because I'm getting just like incredibly vulnerable with you guys, and it's something that I'm so self-conscious with and triggers me a lot, and that is kind of this hair loss situation that I'm going through. And I'm like so nervous filming this, you guys. I was like shaking beforehand because like this is something that like I'm so sensitive about, and like people's opinions, like they just bother me on the topic. So like I know by putting something out there on the internet, I'm kind of like asking for opinions, but honestly, if you could just be nice and not rip me to shreds in the comments while I talk about this. So it's no secret that I've been struggling with my hair now for well over a year. It all kind of started when my hair was green and I was dyeing it different colors and having fun. When I tried to get it back to blonde, we had to do so many bleaching processes that it just completely destroyed my hair. Like, destroyed my hair. Back then, I was so against going dark, you know, like I wasn't into it. I didn't want to do it. Like anybody who told me to go dark, I would like block. Like I was just not into it. I was like fixated on being blonde, and like I only thought I looked good as a blonde. And I was like, you guys want me to go brunette so I look ugly. Like I was like convinced. Like it took so much for me to like be like, okay, my hair is dying, let's go brunette. And I'm actually so happy I did, because I think I look so much better brunette, and it's just a lot easier to maintain. Obviously, you guys can see my natural roots coming in. My roots are kind of like mousy. I don't know if that's like a correct term. Like they don't have any substance to them after years of just around with my hair. As you guys can see while I'm putting my fingers through my hair is super sparse. And it also doesn't help that I have a really white forehead, or top head here, I guess you could say, because I feel like that makes it stand out more. In the summers when I have a bit more of a tan, like it definitely helps. But as you guys can see, like my hair is pretty sparse, and when the light captures it in certain lightings, it can almost make it look like I'm bald. So I thought today, since like I want to be more real and raw with you guys, I would show you how I like to cover up my hair and little tips and tricks on what I like to do to make my hair look thicker and fuller. I know that there's a lot of women out there that are going through hair loss, and like my hair loss, I've been to doctors, I've gotten blood tests, I've done almost everything you can think of in the book. I am on vitamins, I'm microneedling once a week, which by the way, I think is working. I'll do a video on that after I have some more research. It's honestly just stress induced, and you can see it a lot. First of all, what is this zigzag part I got going on here? You can see it a lot when my hair is straight and clean. Like it's very sparse and all over the place. And like over here is like my worst nightmare because of how like just thin and whatever. So I just thought I would find some ways. I honestly know I'm not the only one, and anytime I ever talk about my hair struggles, people are in my DMs thanking me because they're not feeling alone. And if anything, like the reason I'm doing this is for you guys, and because I want to help you feel confident and more like just feel good about yourself, you know? Because like for me, my hair, whenever I get into these moods where like I'll go into the bathroom and just like dissect my hair and look at every little thing that's wrong with it, I know I cannot be the only one. And those moods like freak me out. Like I'll text pictures to my hairstylist and I'll be like, oh my God, is this okay? Is this normal? Like, am I okay? Like, and I think my hair has always really been thin, but I think also having brunette hair on a really white scalp makes it stand out even more. So I just wanted to show you guys some tips and tricks. Sorry, I'm being such a chiacchierone right now. If you're not Italian, that means like a chatterbox. Like, you won't shut up. There's just so much about this topic that scares me. And like, I'm only 27 years old. Like, what is my hair gonna be like when I'm 50 or when I'm in 10 years? Like, it scares the living crap out of me. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys little tips and tricks on what I like to do to just help myself feel better and make my hair look thicker. I feel like every dog on the block is barking right now. I'm sorry, guys, including my own. They're in the backyard. The first thing that I do to kind of like start this process is the Perk Up Dry Shampoo from Amika. I really love this stuff because it really gives my hair volume. Even though I just washed my hair and everything, I do feel like it falls flat on top because there's not a lot of hair there anymore. So what I'll do is I'll take like a little section like this and just lightly dry shampoo it. And you can even see by adding that little bit there, it already is perking up like the name. This is nice because it's a clear color, so you don't have to worry about color at all. Look at how much volume that has given me already, you know? This side, my hair is a little bit fuller, so it won't bounce as much as my right side, and I also get the back, because why not? Even just with that little bit, it makes such a difference. I instantly have a bit more of a lifted root, and just everything in general feels good. So I let that sit for about a minute or two, and then I rub my hands through it. I kind of just let the product get into the scalp, let it like do what it's gotta do. I'm so nervous about this. Like, I cannot believe I'm on camera with my hair, like how sparse, look at how freaking sparse it is. Ugh. So then I'm just gonna go in and kind of zhuzh around everything. Give it a little bit more grip, a little bit more volume. And we got something looking like that. So I'm gonna take my brush and just brush right on through. But it gives me a little bit of that volume and texture that I kind of am looking for. The next thing that I do, and this kind of is a little bit more of the tedious part, I'm actually gonna zoom you guys on in. The part where I feel like, personally, I can see the sparseness the most is here, like on my hairline. So what I'll do is just take a big fluffy brush like this and any type of eyeshadow I find, like brunette, whatever. On my desk right now, I have the Colourpop Bare Necessities, and I'm just gonna mix these two and just kind of tap in the front like so. And I do lots of tapping motions because I just feel like it looks a lot more natural and it blends the product more naturally. It doesn't look like I sat there and colored in my hairline. This is the only part I do with eyeshadow because the spray that I like to use is very concentrated, so it's kind of hard for me to go in there. And then the next thing I do is kind of section off this front piece, and you guys can see like I'm obviously very sparse there, so just going in and tapping over that really makes such a difference. So even just right there, like the front of my hairline looks a million more times better. Moving on to the last product that I use, which is actually the star of the show, is this product right here. Dun 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 dun! The L'Oreal Root Spray. This is their magic root cover-up. I use the shade medium brown, and this is where my hair will transform. You guys are gonna be so shook. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to keep my head down so you can see. Okay, are you ready for this magic? Look at that. Look at my hairline. So again, I'll do right here. Look at that. Look at how good this works. Like hairline who, you know? And I also kind of push my, look, see how bad it is? I push my hair like that. Don't spray it in your face like I just did. And I also get here as much as I can in the front, and then you could just use like your big brush and kind of blend everything in. But now, like when I go to like do this to my hair, you don't see my scalp nearly as bad. Like whereas if I go on this side, you see everything. So we're gonna do that same thing, and then getting in the front. Did a little bit too much there. It's kind of like a trial and error with this, and you kind of just blend it in with the brush. But look at how much thicker my hair looks. And I will brush everything out. And you should know that this product, it does kind of come off on your hands. So you really need to let it dry and let it do its thing. You can see what a friggin' difference it makes. My hairline now compared to what it used to be, I'm almost out of this actually, so I need to use this sparingly. It makes me feel so much better, even just in a frame like this. Like, it looks so much more thick. She a tick bitch. She a tick bitch, you know? You can even do the spray a little bit on a brush and go in if you want. I've done that before too. Like, you just find ways to manipulate and cope, honestly. Because you manipulate your hair, you feel better. And I will say, do this before. That's also the reason why I don't have a lot of makeup on, is because you do get the spray on your forehead. So you want to do this before, look, see? All that spray. You want to do this before your makeup, because if you get it on your forehead and you have your foundation on, you're kind of stuck. But that difference is like seriously uncanny. You can do as much or as little as you want. Like, I prefer to really have not a lot of my scalp showing, because it just makes me feel better and it makes my hair look so much more thick. And always make sure you do your back as well. You don't want to look crazy. And you want to spray really far away, because this is very, very, very pigmented. And this root spray actually was created for people with gray hairs or like just roots coming in. But I find that it just works so well for sparse areas. I mean, look at that. Literally, it is so good. Like, you wouldn't even think I had a hair problem, you know? Like, I love that. Like, I love feeling a bit more normal about my hair, you know, and less self-conscious. And also having the dry shampoo in there helps the color grip onto it even more. So it's been about 10 minutes and I'll touch my scalp. You can obviously see on my fingers that there is some that comes off. So you have to be careful. Like, this will come off if you're like itching your hair and like stuff like that. But I don't really notice it on my pillow or anything like that, and it makes me feel good. So like, I'll sacrifice getting a little bit of schmutz on a pillow or on my hands to feel better about myself. You know what I mean? So it just is a nice little trick that I like to do, and we gotta stick together. We gotta share our tricks, you know, make each other feel good. It's all about like, when you feel good, you look good type of thing, you know? So we gotta share our tips and tricks as much as we can. And that's always been my thing, is like, well, you know what, I'm a little bit self-conscious doing this, but hey, like, at least at the end of the day, maybe I'll help someone, you know? Like, maybe someone who's watching me that has hair problems will feel a little bit better, you know? Like, my dad and my childhood dog both had alopecia, and I know that that was like really hard for my dad. And you know, a lot of Pomeranians actually even get alopecia, which is crazy. But I know that there are so many hair conditions out there. Me opening up about my struggles, I really hope helps you guys. Like, I am never been so uncomfortable filming a video, because this is really something that I'm extremely self-conscious about. I hope it helps, I really do. But that's, yeah, that's my little simple trick. When your hair is up, obviously you can do more spots like this here. Get this bish, you know? Get that bish. And look at how good it like works, you know? Like, it's just so nice. But look, see, you do get splatters on your face. So do it before you do your makeup. Look, I even got a splatter over here. How the hell did that happen? But yeah, it's as simple as that. Like, I wish I had a more in-depth video on this, but it's so easy. Again, you can go in with your brush, whatever you like to do. And I will also keep you guys updated on my microneedling journey, because I do feel like there's a lot more I need to learn about it before I like come on here and talk about it. Overall, I do feel like this just helps me. It helps me so much. It makes me feel good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. You guys are the best. Thank you for always being so kind when I open up about things. Like, you make it that much easier for me, so thank you. Sorry if this video was a little bit dramatic. I just am so self-conscious about my hair now. And like, oh my God, it's so hard for me. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.